We're also talking about breast cancer this morning. Recently, researchers at the Cleveland Clinic developed a preventative breast cancer vaccine. It's similar to a flu vaccine. It's one of several new findings related to breast cancer prevention. Here to talk about more details is Dr. Christine Horner. She is a board-certified surgeon and preventative health expert. Good morning, Dr. Horner. Thanks so much for joining us.
You're welcome.
I know breast cancer is a huge topic. I mean, so many women suffer from this. My mom's a breast cancer survivor. My grandma was a breast cancer survivor. A lot of people very worried about these types of things. But when we hear about this kind of new technology, what can you tell us about these preventative type vaccines?
Sure. So they actually identified a virus that is present in a certain percentage of women who have breast cancer, not all of them. So it's kind of similar to the HPV virus in cervical cancer, but that's like 99%. And in breast cancer, it's only about 40%. So they're working on a vaccine. But the good news is that they found that women who are healthy, and there's certain things that we'll hit upon here to really kind of boost your immune system and help your health, that you don't get that virus.
Okay, so what are some of those topics that you were talking about? 'Cause I know you brought some.
I did.
Some show and tell. I like it.
First of all is broccoli. So broccoli is a cruciferous vegetable, and the cruciferous vegetables are broccoli, cauliflower, kale. There's about 18 different ones, and they have different kinds of chemicals in them that have huge anti-cancer properties. Next are mushrooms. So mushrooms are things that have a lot of medicinal effects. They help to kill cancers as well as support the immune system. Now, some people don't like mushrooms, right, or don't like these foods, or don't like their broccoli, and so that's when I recommend doing certain supplements. So there's this one is called AHCC, and AHCC is a mushroom formula out of Japan. It's a blend of medicinal mushrooms, and they found that it supports every single cell type in the immune system so effectively that they actually prescribe it in the hospitals in Japan. HCC has been shown to increase survival statistics and prevent all sorts of different kinds of cancers. Next is turmeric, the Indian spice, which is that bright yellow-orange color in curry.
Smells so good too, right?
Yes, and it inhibits 17 different kinds of cancers.
Wow.
Considered the #1 anti-cancer spice. The next is flax seeds. So flax seeds are considered the #1 anti-cancer food that you can do for breast cancer, and you grind them up in a coffee grinder into a fine powder and eat 3 to 4 tablespoons a day. And then finally, vitamin D. We're fortunate here in Phoenix to have such great sunshine, right? But a lot of places aren't, and actually they found that vitamin D is something that's low in most disease states, including breast cancers. If you give patients a vitamin D supplementation, they find it cuts the risk of breast, prostate, and colon cancer in half.
Wow.
And all the information is in my book, which is called Waking the Warrior Goddess. It won the Best Health Book of the Year, and this is the 3rd edition. And all the tips and tricks about things you need to avoid and the things that you need to favor to lower your risk as much as possible.
Perfect. Dr. Horner, thank you so much for joining us. I enjoy this concise information to get this out there to people because, you know, like we mentioned, cancer is very prevalent, and a lot of people get diagnosed every year. Dr. Horner, thanks again for joining us this morning.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
KK, we'll send it back over to you.
That was fantastic information. I'm going to have to start coming around to mushrooms, I think, now.
Yeah, me too. I don't think we can we'll do it together, all right?
Okay. Force feed me, I guess.